The sun shone brightly over the village as Juni prepared for her wedding day. She was a beautiful 25-year-old woman with bright eyes that sparkled like stars and long flowing hair that danced in the gentle breeze. Everyone in the village loved Juni because she was kind and always helped those in need. Today, she was marrying Musa, a handsome man of 30, bright eyes and a strong chest. The villagers decorated the wedding venue with colorful flowers and bright fabrics. Juni felt a mix of excitement and nerves fluttering in her stomach. As she looked up at herself in the mirror, she thought about how happy she would be to start her new life with Musa. Her mother came in to help her put on the beautiful white dress. "You look like a princess, my dear," her mother said, wiping away a tear. Juni smiled, feeling the love from her family and friends surrounding her. "I can't wait to see Musa," she exclaimed. Meanwhile, Musa was getting ready at his house. He was just as excited and nervous as Juni. His friends teased him, saying he looked like a prince. "Today is a special day for both of us," he said, smiling. Little did he know a secret was hidden deep in their families, a secret that would change everything. The guests began to arrive, filling the air with laughter and joy. Friends and family from far and wide came to celebrate the union of Juni and Musa. The village was alive with music and dancing. Everyone wore their best clothes, adorned with colorful beads and beautiful patterns. The sound of drums echoed through the village, inviting everyone to join the celebration. Juni's heart raced as she stepped outside, ready to walk down the aisles. She saw Musa waiting for her, looking handsome in his suit. He smiled brightly, and her heart skipped a beat. As she walked towards him, the crowd felt silent, admiring her beauty. It felt like a dream. The sun shone down, and Juni couldn't help but feel that this was the happiest moment of her life. The ceremony began, and the village chief spoke kind words about love and family. Juni and Musa exchanged vows, promising to love each other forever. They could feel the warmth of everyone's love and support. It was a day filled with hope and dreams for the future. As the ceremony continued, Juni noticed a mysterious figure in the crowd. A tall woman stood at the back, her face partially hidden by a scarf. Juni felt a strange sense of familiarity, but shrugged it off. It must be someone from the village, she thought. The woman watched closely, her eyes focused on Juni and Musa. After the ceremony, the guests gathered for the reception. There was laughter, dancing, delicious food everywhere. Juni and Musa were surrounded by love, but the mysterious woman lingered at the edge, watching quietly. Juni tried to enjoy her day, but the woman's presence made her uneasy. Musa noticed Juni's distraction. "What's wrong, love?" he asked, wrapping his warmth around her shoulder. "I'm not sure," Juni replied, glancing at the woman again. "There is someone I can't quite place." Musa smiled reassuringly. "It's possibly just someone who came to celebrate with us. Let's enjoy a special day." As the evening progressed, Juni and Musa shared their first dance as a married couple. The music played softly and they twirled around, lost in each other's eyes. Juni felt safe and loved in Musa's arms. "This is perfect," she whispered, her heart filled with joy. The guests clapped and cheered, encouraging them to dance more. Juni's worries about the mysterious woman faded away as they enjoyed the moment. They danced under the stars, surrounded by twinkling lights. It felt magical, and Janie couldn't help but smile widely. Suddenly, the mysterious woman stepped forward, interrupting their dance. "Excuse me," she said, her voice soft yet firm. Everyone turned to look at her, curiosity filling the air. "I have something important to say." Janie felt a chill run down her spine. What could be so important? The crowd fell silent as the woman continued. "I am here to reveal something that changes everything." Janie and Musa exchanged worried glances. The woman took a deep breath. "Musa, you don't know me, but I am your mother's sister." Gasps filled the air. Janie's heart raced as she tried to process what was happening. "Your mother had a son before she married your father. That son is you, Musa," the woman explained. Musa's eyes widened in disbelief. "What do you mean?" he asked, his voice trembling. "The truth is, you and Janie are siblings," the woman said. "Your mother raised you without knowing your brother was out there." Silence enveloped the crowd. Janie felt her world crumble. How could this be true? She turned to Musa, tears filling her eyes. Musa shook his head, struggling to understand. "This can't be true. I was just about to marry Janie." His mind raced with confusion and anger. The guests murmured amongst themselves, some shocked, others whispering in disbelief. Janie felt her heart break as she took a step back, her emotions swelling inside her. "Why didn't anyone tell us?" Musa shouted, frustration boiling over. The mysterious woman looked sad. "Your parents kept it a secret to protect you both. They didn't want you to feel lost or abandoned." Janie felt a mix of anger and sorrow. She loved Musa, and now everything had changed. The music stopped, and the joyful atmosphere turned tense. Janie looked around as the faces of her friends and family, all filled with shock. "What do we do now?" she whispered to Musa, her voice trembling. Musa shouted at the woman, trying to grasp the reality of the situation. "I don't know," he replied, his voice heavy with emotions. As the guests began to leave, whispers filled the air. Janie and Musa stood together, trying to find a way through the confusion. "Let's talk to our parents," Janie suggested, hoping they could shed light on the situation. Musa nodded, his mind racing. Yes, they must know more about this. They walked to Musa's house, where his parents were still in shock. When they entered, Musa's mother looked up, her face pale. "I can't believe this is happening," she said, tears streaming down her cheeks. "We thought it was best to keep the truth hidden." "Mama, why didn't you tell me?" Musa asked, his voice filled with pain. "I didn't want to hurt you," she replied, her voice breaking. Janie felt her heart ache for Musa and his family. "We need to know everything," she said firmly, wanting to understand the truth. Musa's father joined them, his face somber. "This is a difficult situation," he said. "Your mother had a son before we married. We thought it was for the best to keep this from both of you." Janie listened intently, feeling a mist of sympathy and frustration. "But we loved each other," she said softly. "How could you let us go so far without knowing?" Musa's mother wiped her tears. "We wanted to protect you both from pain," she explained. "We never thought you would fall in love without knowing." Juni felt the wave of sadness wash over her. "What now?" she asked, looking at Musa, who seemed lost in thought. Musa took a deep breath. "I don't know if I can ever see you the same way again, Janie. This could change everything." Janie's heart sank at his words. She understood the complexity of the situation, but her love for him remained strong. "I still care for you, Musa," she said, tears brimming in her eyes. Days passed, and the village burst with rumors about Janie and Musa's shocking revelation. The atmosphere felt heavy, and everyone whispered behind closed doors. Janie felt isolated, longing for the joy of her wedding day. Musa too was struggling with his feelings, torn between love and the painful truth of their relationship. Janie tried to reach out to Musa, but he kept his distance. They would see each other in the village, but their eyes no longer sparkled with love. Instead, they were filled with confusion and sadness. The bond they once shared felt strained, and Janie couldn't help but feel lost. One evening, Janie went to the river where they used to go together. She closed her eyes and remembered the laughter they shared. "What happened to us?" she whispered, tears flowing freely. "I wish we could go back to the moment before everything changed." Meanwhile, Musa sat under a tree battling with emotions. He wanted to be close to Janie, but the reality of the connection made it hard. "I never wanted to hurt her," he thought, feeling trapped between family loyalty and love. One evening, Musa found the courage to talk to Janie. He approached her by the river, where she was lost in thought. "Can we talk?" he asked softly. Janie looked up, surprised yet hopeful. "Yes, I would like that," she replied, her heart racing. They sat together on the river bank, the water streaming under the moonlight. "I miss you, Janie," Musa admitted, his voice filled with longing. "I miss us too," she replied, tears glistening in her eyes. "But this situation is so complicated. I don't know how to feel." Musa took a deep breath. "I don't want to lose you, but I'm scared. We can't ignore what's happening." Janie nodded, understanding his pain. "I still love you, Musa. I don't want to lose what we have, even if things are different now." Musa looked after her, his heart aching. "But can we be together? Can we love each other as siblings?" Janie felt a pang of sadness. "I don't know. It's all so confusing," she admitted, feeling the weight of their situation. As days turned into weeks, Janie and Musa struggled to find their way. The village watched closely, waiting to see what would happen next. Janie decided to take a step back to focus on herself. She wanted to embrace the truth, no matter how painful it was. She spent time with her family, laughing and enjoying the simple pleasure of life. Yet, deep inside, she felt an emptiness without Musa by her side. One day, while helping a friend, Janie came across a letter her mother had written long ago. It explained the family history, the choices made, and the love that was meant to be protected. Reading the letter, Janie realized that love is complex. "I need to accept this truth," she whispered to herself. She didn't want to hide from the past anymore. Instead, She wanted to honor her family and find peace within herself. Meanwhile, Musa was also trying to make sense of everything. He visited the mysterious woman who had revealed their truth. "Why did you wait so long to tell us?" he asked, hoping for answers. She sighed, her eyes filled with regret. "I thought it was for the best. I saw now that I should have told you sooner." Janie and Musa finally agreed to meet again, both determined to embrace their new reality. They sat by the river once more, this time with a sense of understanding. "I have realized something," Janie said softly. "We can still have a bond, even if it's different. We are family now." Musa nodded, a small smile breaking through his sadness. "You are right. Family is important. We can still support each other and grow together." They spoke openly about their feelings, acknowledging the challenge ahead, but also the love that remained. Over the next few weeks, they worked to rebuild their relationship, focusing on being siblings rather than lovers. They learned to appreciate their unique bond and support each other in new ways. The village began to notice the change, seeing the strength of their connection despite the challenges. As they embraced their new roles, Janie and Musa found joy in the little things. They laughed, shared stories, and supported each other in their dreams. The love they had for one another transformed into a deeper, more profound connection. The village burst with whispers about Janie and Musa's decision. Some people admired their courage, while others struggled to understand. How could they turn a romantic relationship into a sibling bond? Some would say Janie and Musa knew it wouldn't be easy, but they were determined to prove that love could adapt. One day, they organized a gathering in the village to share their journey. Janie spoke passionately about the importance of love and family, urging everyone to embrace understanding. "We may have started as something else, but our bond as siblings is strong. Love can take many forms," she said, her voice filled with conviction. The villagers listened, some nodding in agreement while others remained skeptical. But Janie and Musa's determination sparked hope in many hearts. Slowly, they began to change the narrative around their relationship. It became a symbol of resilience and love that transformed boundaries. While many in the village accepted their bond, not everyone was supportive. Some people whispered harsh words, doubting their sincerity. Janie and Musa faced challenges, but they stood together, united in their love and determination to prove everyone wrong. One evening, as they walked through the village, they overheard a group of people talking negatively about them. Musa felt anger rising within him, but Janie took his hand. "Let it go, Musa. We know who we are and what we mean to each other," she said softly. They decided to channel their energy into positive activities. Together, they volunteered in the community, helping others in need. Their kindness and compassion began to win over the hearts of even the harshest critics. "Maybe they are not so different after all," some began to whisper. As the season changed, so did Janie and Musa's relationship. They embraced their new roles and their bond grew stronger. They became advocates for love and acceptance in the village, sharing their story and inspiring others to embrace their unique connections. Janie found joy in supporting local initiatives, while Musa focused on community building. They collaborated on projects that brought people together, fostering understanding and acceptance. The village slowly transformed, becoming a place of unity and love. Their journey was not without obstacles, but Janie and Musa faced them together, growing closer with each other's challenge. They learned the importance of communication, empathy, and forgiveness. Their love evolved in a beautiful relationship rooted in understanding. One day, Musa received a letter from the woman who had revealed their family's secret. She wanted to meet with them again, feeling a deep sense of responsibility to explain more about their family history. Janie and Musa agreed, curious yet nervous about what more they would learn. When they met her, she shared stories of their parents and the love that had united their families. Your mother loved your father dearly, and she never wanted to hurt anyone. The woman said, her eyes filled with emotions. But family is complex, and sometimes love takes unexpected paths. Janie and Musa listened intently, realizing that their family history was woven with love and sacrifice. They felt a sense of closure, understanding that their parents had acted out of love and protection. With the new information, Janie and Musa felt a sense of peace wash over them. They embraced their identity as siblings, grateful for the bond they shared. This journey had taught me so much, Janie said, smiling at Musa. We are stronger together. Musa nodded, feeling a weight lifted from his shoulder. I never imagined our relationship could be transformed like this. I'm grateful for you, Janie. Their relationship flourished as they supported one another in their individual journeys. They continued to spread love and acceptance in their village, showing others that family can take many forms. Their story inspired many to embrace their connections, regardless of how they began. Months later, Janie and Musa decided to celebrate their new bond with a special event. They invited the entire village to join them in a joyous celebration of love and family. The atmosphere burst with excitement as everyone gathered to honor their journey. As they stood together, Janie spoke to the crowd, her heart overflowing with gratitude. Today, we celebrate not just our relationship, but the love that unites us all. Family is about support, understanding, and acceptance. The villagers cheered, feeling the warmth of her words. Musa shared his journey of growth and discovery, emphasizing the importance of love in all its forms. We are here to remind everyone that no matter what challenges we face, love always prevails, he said, his voice strong and clear. With the village embracing their story, Janie and Musa began to dream about the future. They envisioned a community where everyone felt accepted and loved. They started initiatives to help families connect and support one another, fostering a sense of belonging. Together, they worked on projects that promoted kindness, understanding, and acceptance. The village thrived, becoming a place where everyone felt valued and loved. Janie and Musa found joy in their shared missions, realizing that their bond had brought light to their community. As time passed, Janie and Musa's bond grew stronger, evolving into a beautiful sibling relationship. They understood that love comes in many forms, and their story became a beacon of hope for others. Their journey taught everyone the power of love, acceptance, and the importance of family. the village thrived, filled with laughter and joy. Janie and Musa remained dedicated to each other and their community, providing that even in the face of challenging, love and conquer all. Their story became a testament of resilience, reminding everyone that love is the greatest gift of all.